Edward, no. I'm sorry. Can we play now? Can we play now?
Oh, he's dead.
東京都立だったらせめて自分が知ってる人くらいは
What is going on, guys? My name is DJ Milez, and I'm here to review another episode of Jujutsu Kaisen titled Tomorrow. And before we begin with this review, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel for more anime content down the road. And if I am speaking more softly than usual, it's because I am deathly ill. So let's just go ahead and jump into the meat and potatoes on what happened in this episode. And I do apologize in advance if I am coughing throughout this review. And for those of you who are watching today and are celebrating Christmas, happy holidays, Merry Christmas to you all. And I hope everyone is having a safe and enjoyable holidays. But with that out of the way, let's go ahead and discuss what many of us were worried about from last week's episode. Yoshino died. He is dead. I don't know why I thought for whatever reason they could have done an Itadori Yuji, but maybe this only really works for the main protagonist of any story that, hey, if you die, you usually get one lifeline and you can come back. But Yoshino isn't the main protagonist of the story, so when he died, he truly died, and it's truly upsetting to see him die because we saw enough character development where, hey, the show did a bait and switch on us where you thought he could have joined Megumi and Obara, and alas, that wasn't the case, and the episode had to confirm right away. The opening moments of this week's episode showed us that, no, Yoshino's on the floor, and he's dead. And I do like how towards the end of the episode, and let's go ahead and jump to that moment, but everyone in class was taking a survey on bullying 101. If you've been bullied, yes or no, jot down what you know or what you've been exposed of. And one of the girls who saw Yoshino been bullied, she was furiously writing away, and to that, you know, good for you for finally standing up, but it came at the expense of someone's life, unfortunately. And you know, I'm not trying to make any special messages here, but guys, if you're bullied, or if you know someone that's constantly getting bullied, please stand out because you could be saving someone's life. And I like how they brought that life lesson into this episode specifically. More so that the idiot teacher, he actually was taking that L as well. Not only was that brat kid being scolded, but the ignorant teacher was also saying, oh yeah, no, I'm gonna hold on to this L for the rest of my life, and you know, we're both going to have to live with that consequence. But I hate how that one kid who his left arm doesn't work anymore after Yoshino basically massacred it, he was saying, well, I don't know why I still have to go through this stuff. Look what happened to me now. It's like, bitch, but you're still alive. So fuck off, man. I still hate how he still had that passive aggressive tone. I don't know. Maybe they might set him up to be another villain in this show. We'll see. And if he does, I hope Itadori ends up punching him in the face. But speaking of Itadori and Kento were facing off against Mahito in a 2-on-1 battle this week. And Mahito, you know, I thought Mahito was going to be running circles for the majority of this episode, and nah, it seems like Itadori and Kento both know what they were doing pretty well. And although Itadori is still trying to find the resolve on what it means to take someone's life, we see here while he still wrestles with that identity, he knows one thing: he has to take Mahito out. But he couldn't do it for the longest time because what did we see in this episode? And give a shout out to Mappa again for the beautiful animation. We see Mahito with his domain expansion trapping Kento, and Kento doesn't know what to do, and it seems like he's about to die. And man, they are doing such a great job of fooling me because we know when anyone's going to die in anime, people. When anyone's about to die in anime, we always have to see a flashback of that character's life, and then they pass out. And well, they did a good job of giving us a good backstory on Kento and what his life meant as a salaryman, and you know, being in your 30s and 40s, having a good job, and just retiring early, and then living the rest of your life doing nothing. There's no meaning, there's no substance to that. We see him even when he's talking with that woman in the bakery making his sandwiches every day. There's this cursed spirit giving this woman a difficult time, and Kento's like, well, if I were to save her right now, it'd just be more hassle than it's really worth, and hey, it's okay, it's not really threatening, so whatever. And then of course, well, he finds out that, well, me being a salaryman isn't worth it, and I don't know, me being a jujutsu sorcerer is really going to find some more meaning into my life, but it's definitely more satisfying than what I'm currently doing now as a salaryman. And then when you bring it back to the present moment and he's about to die, that's when Itadori smashes through Mahito's domain expansion, and here's something that we learned in this episode. Here's some new information. If you're trapped inside the domain expansion, oh yeah, it's going to be one hell of a tough time to get out. It's almost virtually impossible. But if you're from the outside looking in, okay, no, it's much easier to break in from the outside. And I guess at that moment, that's when Mahito visited Sukuna, and it was at that moment when Sukuna said, Mahito, the first time you get a pass, but the second time, if we see each other again, we're gonna have a problem. And I'm glad that Sukuna intimidation was just no match for Mahito. It looked like he dealt a striking blow, and what was so frustrating after what happened to poor Yoshino, Mahito still escaped this battle. He was so close to dying, but he narrowly escaped, and well, I thought he was going to be set up as the big bad for season 1. I guess not. But it looks like we are going to see a round 3 with Kento and Itadori in the future, or maybe Gojo is going to take out Mahito. Who the hell knows? But overall, this was a fantastic episode. I'm glad we got that little bit of information on domain expansions explored, so that's very good to know. For Yoshino, he is definitely dead. I do like how they brought the episode to a close with the whole bullying thing, and what is a proper death for any one of us living in this world. There's no inherently good people or evil people. Everyone is going to the same destination, but how we decide on how they get there is, well, it's up for the viewer to decide in this show. Anyway, guys, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. But don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel for more anime content. My name is DJ Miles, and as I always say, to be continued, take care.